What is up, everybody? My name is SirEmCeeCoy, and welcome to Week 6 of the Steelers Connected franchise. Last week was an extreme disappointment as we just got embarrassed by the Minnesota Vikings. We're still 3-1, but we have got to rebound from that loss and prevent another embarrassing loss against the New York Jets today. The Jets aren't exactly a horrible team. They're 2-3, led by rookie quarterback Geno Smith, but they are riddled with injuries. Starting corner, middle linebacker, starting center, one of their depth running backs, and their starting left outside linebacker. This is a team that has been facing injuries all year. Nothing too serious, but injuries nonetheless, and we have got to take advantage of that if we're going to win. It's not going to be a pretty game. It's not going to be anything too flashy. It's going to be a tough game. Jets and Steelers, two ground and pound teams. Let's get it going. Jets will start out with the ball as the Steelers deferred to the second half, and Smith is going to start out with a just lob pass out to Kellen Winslow. It's caught, 2 yards. 2nd and 8 now. Geno Smith, as you can see, hasn't been too flashy. 821 yards, but only 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions through the first 4 games of his career. And the handoff will go to Bilal Powell. He's got 6 yards. He will be the starter today over Chris Ivory. And now on 3rd and 2, Geno Smith, pressure coming, but he gets it downfield to Sean Hill. One of his more favorable receiving targets. He does have the most yards for this team. 1st and 10 now. Smith downfield. He's got Santonio Holmes, the ex-Steeler. That's 12 yards in the first down. He will be covered by friend and ex-teammate Ike Taylor. 1st and 10, toss out to Bilal Powell, and he's got some blocks now across the first down marker and tackled at the 13, and they are into the Steelers' red zone already. This first drive, they're cruising. Handoff again to Powell. He runs through one man and is down inside the 10-yard line. 4 rushes for 26 yards, a good start for him. 3rd and 5 now. Geno Smith with the drop back. Downfield, there's Santonio Holmes. Touchdown, Jets. The ex-Steeler scores against his team, and that is Geno Smith's 2nd touchdown of the year. So we've got to be able to figure out a way to stop this. This is not going to be an easy game if we keep up drives like that. But now Pittsburgh's going to take over. We're going to start with a toss out to Ellington on 2nd and 9, and he's got some space up across the 23 and the 35-yard rush for Andre Ellington. What a way to start this game for Andre Ellington. And this week we are going to be trying to implement more of a 2 running back system. We're going to get LeVeon Bell back into this game, and there's a great way for him off the screen into the red zone and tackled down at the 14-yard line. So a 35-yard run from Ellington and a 28-yard reception by Bell. This running back system so far is starting to look great. And then there's Heath Miller down to the 1-yard line. Pittsburgh threatening early too. So far, both offenses have just driven against the defenses relentlessly. And there is a touchdown for the Steelers as LeVeon Bell drives it into the end zone. His first touchdown. He'll be seeing a lot of those 3rd and short and goal line package sets. He's a big bruising back, and Andre Ellington just does not have the power to really fit into that kind of a system. And now 1st and 10, some miscommunication between Smith and his receiver. 3rd and 10 now. Geno Smith, pressure's coming. He's airing it out deep downfield. Intercepted by Shamarko Thomas, the rookie, filling in for Ryan Clark at full safety. And he's got some room to return. Tries to stiff arm a man, but is down at the 43-yard line. Shamarko Thomas, his first game starting at full safety. He makes an interception, jumping over Santonio Holmes. Pittsburgh ball now as they're facing 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger dropping back downfield. He's got Antonio Brown over the middle. Takes a hard hit, but holds on for 15 yards. Now there's Brown going in motion on 1st and 10. They're going to try the jet sweep. Hole closes quickly, and Antonio Brown is lost too. So now 3rd and 12. Roethlisberger play action. Downfield, he's got Marcus Wheaton. A huge catch down to the 20-yard line. And they're into the red zone again, threatening. Roethlisberger with the drop back, setting up the screen again to LeVeon Bell. Blockers ahead of him, trying to get to the goal line, but he will be tackled just short. 1st and goal now at the 2. Roethlisberger running play action. Bootlegs. Had Matt Spaeth, who's back from his first game, but D. Milner, a great job to jump that route. The Jets will get the ball back at their own 20, and they halt the Steelers' drive at the 2-yard line. That is huge for momentum. And Smith with the pump fake and delayed handoff. Jarvis Jones was waiting for it. A huge hit blowing up Powell in the backfield. Now 3rd and 6. Geno Smith, pressure coming, and there's Jarvis Jones, another huge play in the backfield. He has done such a great job at left outside linebacker, filling in for Woodley. And now 1st and 10, we're going to hand it off to Bell on 1st down, and he's got 3 yards. We're really trying to mix in these two running back system. It's been requested by multiple people, and I think getting them both rested and both out there when they're at their full is probably the best way to go about, you know, having the running back system going, and it'll just keep things fresh. 2 different running backs, 2 different types of running style, really keep the defense guessing. 2nd and 6 for the Jets. Smith will try to hand it off to Powell, but the blitz was coming. Vince Williams and Lawrence Timmons both made it up the middle. Tackled him for a loss of 4, so 3rd and 10 right now. This defense is really starting to buckle down. Geno Smith dropping back. He's hit, and he is sacked. Jamal Westerman, the 2nd string outside linebacker, gets to him, and it is Pittsburgh ball again. Starting at their own 41, it'll be a handoff to Ellington, who sheds off 1 tackle. And he's got 4 yards. Not to say Ellington does not have the ability to break tackles, it's just a lot different style than that of Bell, who will run through a defender, instead of Ellington, who more or less runs around them. But still, it's a great way to have that mix, and we're keeping it on the ground now with Bell. He tries to make a spin move, but is dragged down. Forward progress gave him 5 yards. 2nd and 5, Ellington back out on the field. We're going to hand it off left to him, but that is Nate Bellore ready and waiting for him. He lost 4, so 3rd and 9 now. Trying to keep this drive going. Ben looking deep downfield. What a catch by Antonio Brown in traffic. They're into the red zone again. Handoff will go right side to Ellington, and he's tackled at the 13-yard line. Tried to get that outside edge, and now they're going to toss it to him that side. Now he's got some blockers. Andre Ellington, he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Andre Ellington and LeVeon Bell, both with rushing touchdowns. These 2 rookies are starting to look extremely impressive. And to think that they're only rookies. And now the Jets will take over, now down by 7, and they're going to start with a handoff to Powell, but Lawrence Timmons was waiting for him. 2nd and 8, Geno Smith looking right side. He's got Sean Hill, who breaks through 1. Stiff arms another. Oh my god, that was an impressive play by Sean Hill. He only got 8, but probably one of the best efforts we've seen from a wide receiver this year. Now downfield, Ike Taylor drops the interception. Regardless, it's Pittsburgh ball, and we're going to start again with the toss out to Andre Ellington. And again, he has got space. That's a 20-yard rush for Andre Ellington. He only has 8 rushes, but for 80 yards. This 2 running back system is starting to confuse them. I don't think they were ready for it, and they just haven't found an answer to it yet. 3rd and 7. Play action. Roethlisberger looking deep downfield. He had Heath, but he threw it into double coverage. Falls incomplete. It's now Jets ball, and they're going to start with a handoff to Powell, who drags the defender forward for a 1st down. 11 rushes for 42 is not a bad start for him. 3 minutes left to go in the 2nd. Lobs it out to Kellen Winslow. He has nowhere to go after that. So again, the defense does a great job making sure there's no yards after the catch. 2nd and 5. Geno Smith tries to roll left, and there is Jarvis Jones again, making his 2nd sack and his 6th tackle of the 1st half. Geno Smith rolling right. Pressure again coming, and again it is Jarvis Jones on 2 consecutive plays. His 3rd sack in the 1st half. Pittsburgh's going to take over with a minute left, and there's LeVeon Bell left side, and he's got a large chunk of yardage. Call it 19 yards. This 2 running back system is looking great, and I wish I would have debuted it last week. 2nd and 7. Now the screen out to Bell. A man misses from behind. He's stumbling down across the 30, down at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 Pittsburgh with 18 seconds. They're going to toss it out to Ellington. Tries to make a move. He slips a tackle, but is tackled from behind. They're letting the clock run here, and they're just going to settle for a field goal. David Bueller kicks it through the uprights as time will expire into the half. Pittsburgh showing up with a new style of offense, and I am loving it so far. We've got the lead 17-7 going into the half. See you in the 2nd half. Welcome back to the 2nd half of football. The Steelers will start with the ball, and on the first play, it's a throw out to Marcus Wheaton. That'll get him close to midfield, and this has been an extremely impressive showing from this offense. We're focusing a lot more on the run game, which has allowed the passing game to be way more wide open. And there's Le'Veon Bell with a 10-yard rush. I'm loving this system. I really wish I would have debuted it earlier, but I sort of had a blind ignorance towards Le'Veon Bell early, and I can't really say anything. That was all my fault. So now 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger looks to Ellington, makes a catch, but has nowhere to go after that. So Pittsburgh is forced to punt on their opening drive of the 2nd half. Now the Jets will start over. They try a pitch out to Powell, but this Steelers defense is fast. led by Lawrence Timmons. He only got 4. Now Geno Smith running the read option. Tackle missed. And Troy makes the tackle, but Geno Smith has 11 yards. A rare read option. You don't see that a lot in the NFL. Jeff Cumberland in motion, and they'll hand it off to Powell. And Brett Kiesel was there to stop him in the backfield, and then he is wrapped up by Ike Taylor. Great job by the defense in the backfield. Now 2nd and 11. Geno Smith tries to roll out, and again, there is Jarvis Jones, his 4th sack of the day. He has just been all over Geno Smith, and now on 3rd and 12, they're going to try a screen out to Josh Cribbs, who for some reason is their 3rd down backer. He has nowhere to go. They have to punt. It's Pittsburgh ball. 2nd and 12, they throw it out to Felix Jones now, who are trying to get into the game. We've got 3 fairly good running backs, and now they're going to toss it out to him on 3rd and 6. He just does not have the space. He'll be tackled 2 yards short. Running it on 3rd and 6 was an interesting choice. We fail, and it is Jets ball, and they try a toss that way. And Lawrence Timmons again, he has been all over those toss routes. He is just way too fast for that. 3rd and 12 now. Geno Smith airing it up into double coverage, and somehow Sean Hill came down with that catch. Sean Hill has had very limited throws, but when he's gotten them, he has made the most of them. What a catch to get vertical over Maxwell and Shamarko Thomas. What a play. 1st down Jets. I'm going to go with the handoff to Powell, and now he's got some space getting into the 2nd level after the blitz. And he'll get a 1st down. They give him forward progress. Now 2nd and 12. Geno Smith, the drop back, looking left side. He's got Josh Cribbs. He's got about 7 yards on that play, and that'll only just give him forward progress after that failed screen. 3rd and 5. Smith, 1st down. No, he overthrew his receiver, who might have run into another receiver. They settle for a field goal. It is now 17-10. Pittsburgh ball as the 3rd is coming close to an end. Roethlisberger play action on 3rd and 6. Looking right side, and he just completely he just missed his receiver. He's lucky that one wasn't intercepted. Jets will take over with pretty good field position, and Powell will take him across midfield, and what a run there by Powell, the best we've seen out of him today, as he'll get them down to the 44-yard line as the 4th starts. Geno Smith dropping back. Timmons is coming. Just misses, and Josh Cribbs was hit from behind. That would have been a beautiful play if it could have worked out, but Geno Smith just avoids being sacked and got the pass out. But now 3rd and 10. He has time. Airing it out into triple coverage. There is no way. There's actually 4 Steelers defenders there. There was no way that someone was going to come down with the catch there. So Pittsburgh will take over. The handoff will go to Bell. He'll take it up the middle for another 10-yard rush. He's been finding success up the middle. Now 2nd and 13. We're setting up the screen to Ellington, but the pressure gets there, and that is Dwayne Harrison getting into the backfield and getting the sack on Ben Roethlisberger, who didn't stand a chance there, waiting for the screen to set up. Now 3rd and 21. He couldn't float it over the defender for Moy. Almost intercepted. We've had a few close calls, but Jets ball now as he's going deep. And what a play by Vince Williams, who was in one-on-one coverage with Kellen Winslow. He got an RM up there to swat it. And now Geno Smith out to Hill. Another great catch in traffic. That'll put him across midfield. His 4th reception. Geno Smith pump fake downfield. There's Kellen Winslow. He beat Williams that time, and they've got a 1st down. Into Pittsburgh territory. Geno Smith looking deep, and Ike Taylor, another dropped interception. He has had 2 to that side on almost identical routes. 2nd and 10. Geno Smith running around in the backfield, and he's hit, and he's sacked. This time it's Jamal Westerman. 6 sacks so far, and they have all been by linebackers. And 3rd and 17. They air it out, but not caught inbounds. Jets will try for another field goal. The kick is up, and from 49 yards out, Nick Folk splits the uprights, and this is now a 4-point game with 8 minutes left to go. Pittsburgh has got to kill some clock and hopefully get some points on the board, and again, Ellington somehow escaping a tackle. He's nearing 100 yards now. Now we'll get a pass out to Felix Jones, who's tackled, but he got a 1st down, and 1st and 10 now. The screen will go out to LeVeon Bell. Again, he's got blocks. 1st down and more. He's tackled. 13 yards, 1st down. Roethlisberger on 2nd and 11. He's got Heath Miller, who will be tackled. They're going to call it an 11-yard game, but 3rd and inches. Pittsburgh trying to convert here. Again, it'll be a handoff to Bell. He gets the yards necessary and not much else, but a 1st down nonetheless, and it's Pittsburgh ball still. So we'll toss it out to Ellington. He's got 6 or 7 yards there, just shy of 100 yards. And on 2nd and 3, they'll hand it off to Ellington, and that will get it to him 103 yards, surpassing 100 yards for the second time this season. Now 1st and 10, out to Heath Miller. That'll put him into the red zone at the 15-yard line, and Pittsburgh is threatening now. Close to the 2-minute warning. Roethlisberger dropping back. Jump ball! Marcus Wheaton comes down with it! The rookie continues to have an exceptional first half to the season, as he is starting to look like Ben's favorite target in the pass game. Jets take over an 11-point game. They do not have much hope here. Geno Smith, just a little toss to Kellen Winslow on 2nd and 10. He'll be tackled just short 13 inches now. Geno Smith drops back, throws it, and that bounces off of Lawrence Timmons' helmet. He is lucky that one wasn't intercepted. Now 4th and inches. They just need an inch, but Ike Taylor is there to stop it, and that will be the ball game. Due to a little bit of poor clock management, though, I did kick a field goal at the very end of the game. I didn't exactly time things out very right, and regardless, we kick a field goal, and that is going to be the final score. Pittsburgh wins this game 27-13, a huge rebound after their 3-point game against Minnesota last week. After the bye. Sorry about that. They needed this win. That's all there was to it. They came off the bye week. They were determined. Jarvis Jones, a huge game with 4 sacks. And the 2 running back system, I am loving what I'm seeing out of it. It was recommended to me by a fan, and I decided to take a few steps further. Instead of just having him in for goal line and red zone packages and just, short yardage, I figured, let's get him into the screen play. I know LeVeon Bell is a great receiving back, and nothing against Andre Ellington, but he just doesn't quite have the hands of LeVeon Bell or the downfield momentum. LeVeon Bell, he's not fast off the start, but once he gets that downfield momentum, he is just a wrecking ball. So I loved what I saw out of that, and next week we play division rival, the Ravens, for the first time. This will be an interesting game. If you like what you saw, please remember to leave a comment with any suggestions. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, and I will see you next game as we face the Baltimore Ravens.